Well, buckle up, folks, because what you're about to hear is going to make your eyebrows arch so high they might just leave your face. Did you know that a man once died from laughing too hard while watching a comedy show? Yes, you heard it right. Death by laughter. Now, that's a real rib tickler, isn't it? Welcome to our podcast episode on Dumb Ways to Die. First up, we have the tale of the man who thought he could outsmart a train. Picture this, a guy, a train track, and a daredevil spirit. He thought it would be a great idea to test his speed against the speeding locomotive. And well, you can guess what happened next. His attempt to outpace the train ended in a disastrous fashion. A moment of silence for our overzealous friend who learned the hard way that trains always win in a race. Next, we have a woman who had a bit too much faith in her GPS. Imagine driving along a scenic road with the voice of your GPS soothingly guiding you. Suddenly, it demands you turn right into a lake, but instead of questioning the command, she followed it to the letter, driving her car straight into the water. Thankfully, she got out in time, but her car wasn't so lucky. It was a sad day for technology and common sense. Then there was the guy who thought he could fly. After watching one too many superhero movies, he decided to make his very own jetpack. Ignoring all safety protocols and the laws of physics, he strapped it on his back and leaped off a 20-story building. Needless to say, his flight was short-lived. Let's remember him as the man who dared to dream, albeit a little too recklessly. Ever heard of the saying, "Curiosity killed the cat"? Well, it's not just for cats. Our next story involves a man who was so curious about what's inside a grenade that he decided to open it. Yes, an actual grenade. The result was, well, explosive. We can only assume he got his answer, though not in the way he intended. To wrap things up, let's revisit these cautionary tales. The man who thought he could outrun a train, the woman who followed her GPS into a lake, the would-be superhero with a homemade jetpack, and an overly curious man with a grenade. Each one of them a testament to the fact that sometimes common sense isn't so common after all. Remember, folks, life is precious, and it's important to make smart decisions, even in seemingly harmless situations. And that concludes today's episode on Dumb Ways to Die. Remember to tune in next time for more tales that will make you laugh, cringe, and maybe even learn a thing or two. Until then, stay safe and stay smart.